What's up with all of you? Give me a second. I think you can check the WhatsApp. Probably you can get the Excel file which we need to work on today. You have received? Yes. Any confirmations? I think my role is very less today. You people need to speak. So it will be good if you can unmute yourself. Fine, friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think I have only heard the voices of few people. Like I think I heard Soumya ma'am, Vivek sir, and probably Aparna ma'am. And sometimes probably Vibhuni ma'am. But remaining people are very silent in the meeting. So this is my
Good
request.
evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, Preeti ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
so my means as I again am repeating, my work is very less today. So I'm expecting you to see the things and you please try to implement the things what we have understood in these last or have been understood on last 5 9 days, last 9 days, right? So I'm going to share my screen first.
Yes.
I'm expecting you to read the situation. Okay. I think it is visible to everyone. I have shared my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So please pay attention on the screen, read it, and you need to tell me the which is the appropriate statistical test if we are facing such kind of things in industry or maybe you're teaching to students and all. So reading done? Yes. Friends, I hope it is done. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So any comment on this? I think it will not work. I can see if people are giving thumbs means people have read, but thing is you need to speak. Yes. Otherwise, there is no meaning of this particular session. At least say something. Are you getting it or not?
At this situation, ma'am, not sure what to be used.
It's a one sample t-test.
Probably I missed the t-test session completely, so unable to link it.
Okay. So, Suchitra, may I know? Yes.
It is one sample t-test, right?
Okay. Yeah. So, may I know reason behind this? How you have came to this conclusion that this will be a one sample t-test?
So you compare the mean of the sample to the assumed what you're proposing is the mean.
Very correct. So I think ma'am is correct here because you can read here the company claim we need to check. If suppose we are the quality inspector, company is claiming something and we want to test it, we want to check it. So we can take a sample from the company, and if company is talking about a particular characteristic of the thing, so accordingly can measure that, and whatever is company claiming, so we need to compare from that particular thing. So that's why it is a case of one sample because we are having only a single sample available with us. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Second. Yes.
Independent samples t-test.
Okay. Any other opinion?
No, same. I think independent samples t-test.
Okay. Everyone is agreeing with this and ma'am? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very correct. I think it is the case of independent sample status because we are comparing the sales of the two companies, right? So we will be having the sales variable and we are having the company A and company B, suppose. So that way in categorical variable, we can say we have a company or the type of company, that is A and B, and numeric variable we are having as a sales. So we want to see the significance difference in the sales. So the appropriate test will be the independent sample t-test. Next.
So one way ANOVA.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. One way ANOVA. Same.
Okay, great. Any other opinion or everyone is agreeing? Yes. Shall I proceed to the next? I hope fourth is visible, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah.
It's an independent samples t-test again.
Everyone, it is fine?
Yes.
Yes.
Independent samples t-test.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very correct. Next. Just a minute. There is some problem.
Is dividend distribution continuous or categorical?
Continuous.
Okay, then an independent samples t-test again.
Okay. And if it is categorical,
Chi-square.
Chi-square.
Independent.
good. I think you people are now getting the clear idea, right? So what we do, I think I already shared a Excel sheet with all of you. So can we work on that?
Yes.
Fine. So I'm expecting everyone to open the same. I'm writing few questions regarding the file I shared with all of you. You need to see the file. You need to see what are the values or what are the variables given in that file. Firstly, you see that. Read that file in our environment first, and then I'm writing the tasks which you need to perform, and then we'll see. I hope you will get the understanding how to perform he thinks on such kind of data, right? So I'm writing the task here. Meanwhile, you can read the data. Reading done? If reading done, I have written few questions in the chat. You can please check and tell me whether it is like you can perform them or not. Reading of the data is done.
Yes, it's done. Good.
Okay, fine. Now the next step is you need to add a new column. You need to name the column as satisfaction, and in that you need to store the mean values of or from question 1 to question 31. So that means it will be the average of these scores. Yes.
Is there a quick way to sum across the columns, or would you have to type out each variable independently, like Q1, Q2, Q3, since they're adjacent columns and numbered consecutively?
Using the colon method, you can give.
Okay, so, okay, great, I'll try it. Thank
And
you.
for getting the means, mean of the rows, you need to use the function row means.
Okay,
Rather than mean, you need to use row means function.
okay.
I hope you people are able to perform.
I can't seem to, doesn't seem to work.
Okay, so can you tell me what syntax you have written?
Yeah, I'll just share it.
Yeah. Okay. I think data is the name of your data set, right?
Yeah.
After that dollar, I'm not getting why are you using dollar. You need to use that square bracket, I think. Indexing, we need to tell the location, no, where, how we are extracting the data from the data frame using the square brackets, right?
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I remember
For
this.
data, you need to start the square bracket.
Okay.
Is it working now? What about others? Yes.
I tried the same thing with the dollar sign, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay. Aparna ma'am, is it done? Are you getting? What about the remaining people? Vivek
No,
sir,
I'm
are you
not.
there? Okay, fine. What about Vivek sir? Are you there? Soumya ma'am? Anup sir, are you getting? Yes. Saurabh sir? Lavanya ma'am? Anyone who is able to get the second question? I think reading is done by everyone, those who are performing. Right? Reading the data is not a tough task. Everyone has read that. Is it fine? Friends, say something.
Yes, ma'am, we're working on it, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. So do I need to show you?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I think importing is not tough. I hope everyone has done that. Fine. I think it is done. Reading done, right? So there are 33 variables. I hope in everyone's data there are 33 variables, right? Now, I am adding a new column named as satisfaction. I think it is done. It is done. Right? Visible, I hope, right? I hope it is done, friends. You are listening. Getting what I did? Is it okay, friends? Say something. It's difficult to understand in the online meetings.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay, so if you got, I think now the way is very easier for you. Before performing the question number 3 and 4, we do one more thing. I'm writing. That is 2.1 I'm writing. That is second and 2.1. Convert. I think gender. After performing second 2.1, I have sent you. And then I have sent you the 2.2 also. So after 2.1, 2.2, you need to perform, and then you can go for the 3 and 4. Okay. Any doubt in 2.1? Okay. Any progress? Can you tell me till which point you people have performed? Yes. Anyone? I think it's difficult. Please say something. What you people are doing?
I've completed up to 2.2
Okay, fine.
and 3.
That's great. What about remaining? Friends, what people are doing? Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
I missed a few practical sessions, ma'am, because I had a class at that time.
Okay.
So that's why I'm not doing. Sorry, that's why I wanted to reply you. You are waiting for the results from us. But definitely, I'm going to watch all those things, ma'am. I wanted to keep in touch with you. I hope these links will be open, right? I can again and again watch and do it, right, ma'am?
I think it is available on YouTube, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Lavanya, ma'am. Are you there in a meeting or are you leaving the meeting?
No. I will be there, ma'am. I'm watching what are the codes and what code you have sent, right? I'm checking from the beginning.
I have
From the
shared.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching your screen, ma'am. Whatever you are doing, I'm this box plot and all. I'm watching everything. I'm watching, but I'm not executing the code because I missed a few things. I'm not confident enough what exactly I need to write there. Okay, ma'am. Sorry for that.
No issues, no issues. Fine.
But I'm there in the meeting.
Yeah, fine. Okay, Sai Raj sir has sent something. No? Okay. Palan, ma'am. Yes.
Chanchula madam,
Yes, sir.
Parimal here, ma'am.
Yes, Parimal,
I'm
sir.
so sorry because of the change of the time today, like actually. So this time actually I travel actually. So I from get down from the bus and then again I have to drive to home. My like 1 hour drive. So I'm driving as of now. But ma'am, I'm very much thankful that whatever the things you have taught so far, I'm trying my level best to like watch all the videos, ma'am, so
Fine,
that I
sir.
can have. But today's
No
session,
issues.
I thought like I learn more, but right now I'm driving, so sorry for that, madam. That's why I could not able to like respond you or message you also.
No. Don't be sorry, sir. It is not like I'm not knowing in which position you people are, but I think
Yes,
this is
madam.
what we are expecting because it's an online session. So I cannot understand the things. That is why I need to
Ma'am,
ask
one
again and again.
because ma'am, this is a very crucial time because I'm also having a lot of GC students under whom I am supervising. So I have this particular opportunity to have a 10 days of FDP on R, ma'am. Actually. Prior to this, I have attended a lot of R programs like this, R workshops, but they were like kind of 2 days or 3 days. So it's within 2 days and 3 days, very hard to like ma'am, get the overview. But in this session, like I got the info right from the basic to the like plotting, whatever the things like. And I hope in future, if I communicate with you over email, or my email might be over phone, so you will be like open to like talk about
Yes, definitely, sir. Definitely, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. So I think it is like I cannot see what people are doing or in which position you are. I can understand your what I can say situation and everything. I respect that, but thing is, and I think it is a mistake of mine also because today it was a meeting at my place, at my workplace, right? So because of that, I got late today. Because we are having conference this week, Saturday, Sunday. We was having the meeting in the campus. So that is why today I got late and I requested Yoga sir to can we delay the session. So sorry for that. Because of that, if you have means not attending it properly or something like that, so I apologize for that. But
No, ma'am. No need to say sorry. Actually,
no, but
we
thing is
are
that I
in the
know
same.
these things.
No,
Kavita,
ma'am.
I'm saying this because I'm feeling this. I'm like that
No,
only.
no, ma'am. Everything we are getting, and seriously, I'm downloading all the video. And yesterday, I did correlation and regression after your video, and I'm downloading all the video, and I will do everything, ma'am. And I'm getting theory. Theory part is very important because concept should
Yeah.
be clear.
Yes.
Before your FDP, some concept are not clear. I have applied t-test in my thesis, but right now, in after your session, I'm getting all the things behind those tests. Like t-test is small test, but my sample was 155 respondent, and I have applied t-test. Now I'm getting everything, ma'am. And when your concept are clear, you can do yourself. Yes, ma'am. So thank you so much, ma'am. You are so nice, and we are so obliged for that.
Thank you so much, Kavita ma'am, for the nice word. Thank you. So, can we expect answers from the people? I think Aparna ma'am is little quick. She has performed many things. So, ma'am, may I know what you have performed? What are the results? Can you tell me which tests you have performed?
Sure. So the first one was an independent samples t-test. So I did the Shapiro, the Levines, and then the t-test, and let me just check. Sorry. So it was not significant. So there's no significant difference between the two groups. So it's a P of 0.4.
Okay. Means
Yeah.
satisfaction of male and female both are same. Is it what we can say?
Yeah, there's no significant difference between the two.
Okay.
The second, the one after is a one-way ANOVA. Again, tested the assumptions, and that's non-significant as well.
Okay, that means we can, if I can say overall, I want to comment on this, I can say this thing. If we are making strategies by keeping the gender in the mind, so we do not need to discriminate on the basis of male and female, and likewise for the occupation also, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Fine. Good. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay. May I know the progress of any other? Okay. I think anyone who can tell me apart from Parna ma'am and I think Suchitra ma'am, I think Surachita ma'am, anyone who else is performing? So that way, I think we can go, and I think again I can take that caselets type of thing, and maybe that can give you the what I can say chance of thinking from that point of view, that in which particular situation which test can be applied on. So if you people are not performing, I can go again to that thing. So I want to know the status. I hope you are listening to me. It's difficult. I think, ma'am, you have shown the thumbs up, but I'm not knowing for what thing you have shown the thumbs up.
We're listening. That's what I meant.
So, miss, I can go for that, for showing you the caselets kind of thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so the next situation I am showing you, you can see, read and tell me.
Ma'am, this is t-test.
Paired t-test.
Paired t-test.
Okay. Everyone, it is okay, fine?
Yes.
Good. So do I need to explain? I think you people have got it, so I do not need to explain this, right? May I move to the next?
Sure, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Chi-square.
Okay, which guy?
Goodness of it, ma'am.
It's a goodness of it case.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So is it fine? Shall I proceed? Everyone is agreeing on the same? Yes.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. The next.
Correlation, ma'am.
Good.
I'm guessing this is a chi-square test of independence.
Okay. I think this is incomplete, no?
Yeah, the results are not there. Table.
Yeah. So I think I can skip this. You can read the next.
Correlation.
Okay.
Or a simple regression or a correlation.
Okay.
Correlation, ma'am.
Regression.
It's correlation. Okay, so can anyone explain me why it should be a correlation or maybe it's a regression case?
Because there are two variables. One is dependent and second one is independent. Means they want to know the impact of bill on tips.
Okay.
Means the amount of bill is affected the amount of tip or not. Means
Okay.
if the amount of bill is high, then the customer will give tip or not. It means they want to know the impact of amount of bill on tips.
Okay, fine. Okay, anyone else? Yes, anyone else? How will you break this kind of thing if this type of thing is written? So when you will read the problem, it is written in a restaurant, usually waiters get tips. I think we all know this thing, right? The restaurant manager is interested to know whether tips given by customers are depending on amount of bill. So you need to see this thing whether the variables are tips, whether the waiter is receiving a tip or not. So it will be yes and no kind of thing, right? So if it is receiving, for example, if I'm saying, suppose generally the if I say the size of bill, right, might be possible 100 to suppose 300 maybe, then 301 to suppose 600, then 601 to suppose 1000, and then more than 1000. Getting?
Yes, ma'am.
These can be the different amount bill of amount or the ranges. Generally the bill when can be in between this type. This minimum 100 rupees is the starting if you are ordering something in that particular restaurant. So now you have to see that the in which particular range generally the waiter is getting tips. So if suppose here it can ask if the bill size is this, how many times the waiter is getting the tip. And likewise, you can make your data or you can prepare your data. So if this is a case, which test you are going to apply now?
It can be correlation, ma'am.
Okay. Will it be a correlation, anyone?
Is whether the tip given or not is just categorical, right?
Yes.
So then it's a chi-square test.
Yes, it's a case of chi-square test. It's a chi-square independence of attributes test. Right?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Fine. Next, I think this is the case number 11. You can read. This is the case.
Regression, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Regression.
Regression. Which regression, ma'am?
Multiple.
Okay. Okay. May I know who is speaking? I need to switch from this screen to other.
Soumya, ma'am.
Soumya, ma'am. Fine. What about remaining people? Everyone is agreeing with Soumya, ma'am?
Yes, multiple linear
Yes,
regression.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Very good.
Multiple
Yes,
regression.
very good. Next.
Correlation.
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 Correct. So I think this is the type of cases I have taken, I have made for letting you know that in this kind of situations, which kind of test we can perform, right? So similar kind of situations or things we are facing even when we are doing the researches also, right? We are raising such kind of questions. We are making our objectives. We are formulating our hypothesis and then using the appropriate, what I can say, data collection method like questionnaire and all, we can collect the data. So the purpose of this exercise is that I need to tell you because I have shared the data set also with all of you. So using such kind of data set, because usually this type of things we are doing also, right? We are collecting the data from the respondents in and maybe using the Google form and all. And that way we can extract that data in the Excel form. So that data you can bring in the environment of R. I told you because I have given you almost 31 questions for the satisfaction measuring, right? So if I want to get a satisfaction score, I told you you need to take the average of those 31 questions, right? So how to take that average, I've told you today using the row means functions. You can use that, and that way you can get the average score of the every respondent, right? And when you are having that, you can make a combination of that variable because that will be your numeric variable with your independent variables, and you can calculate the or perform various kind of statistical test. Or if you are having the two numeric variable, so that way you can see whether you are interested to find the relationship in them. You want to find the impact of one on the other. So accordingly, you can go for correlation and regression also. So that means if I will say the crux of all the sessions which I have delivered through this particular FDP, first thing is the basic understanding of the variables and its nature is very important. Means which type of variable you are having, that is a very important thing we need to know, and accordingly we can go for and selecting the statistical test. Apart from that, if you are having a good understanding about your variable, that this is a numeric variable, this is a categorical or ordinal variable. So after knowing that, you need to see the purpose of your hypothesis. Means suppose in the hypothesis you have written you want to means if you are comparing the two categories or all. So that means it is a case of the t-test. Or if you are comparing more than 3 categories or more than 2 categories, that will be a case of ANOVA. If you want to find the relationship in the numeric variable, that will be a case of correlation. or sometimes you can go, it can be a case of regression also, because many times it happens people are making the hypothesis of regression also in the form of relationship, right? So it is totally depending upon your purpose. If you want to only see the relationship, you can go for the correlation. But if you want to see the causal kind of relationship, that is impact of one on other, you can go for the regression, right? So this way, the understanding of the variable, its type, and your purpose, that can, what I can say, make you things very clear, and can always help you to decide upon which statistical test you need to opt. And if it is clear to you, I think every syntaxes are now with you. So what you can do, you can save all your syntaxes, right? Only you need to change your data. So the beauty of programming languages is what? You need to have only the codes available with you. So I think in this FDP, we have seen the codes of at least few of the tests like chi, T, all the three types of T I tried to communicate to. ANOVA, we have seen both way, one way and two way, correlation and regression. You see, these are the simple statistical tests which we have seen using the R programming. So the thing is, you can save all these things in your R script, and whenever you are having your data, you need to only bring that data in the R environment. You can change certain things there, the name of variable, etc. And that the same code you can use in future also for getting the results of these statistical tests, right? Next question comes, I think one of you, I don't remember the name exactly because yesterday I have read in the chat, one of you was asking me to show a research paper using the R programming. I think this is what I have read. So I want to make you clear this thing, whether it is any software, because nowadays there are n number of softwares available, like starting from a very basic software, Excel, right? So apart from Excel, there is the, what I can say, SPSS. Then there is programming language like R, Python. There is Orange, Stata, MATLAB. N number of statistical tools are available. The tools are available nowadays. Using that, you can perform a statistical test, right? So only you need to know this thing. Everything we cannot report in the research papers. Whenever it is a means, if I talk about the R programming, so you do not need to write the codes and all. You need to only report the outputs, right? So output you can copy and paste, or maybe you can write this thing that using R software you're getting these results, and that way you can create your own table. You can only keep the value of that particular. Say for example, if you perform the independent sample status, so you can make a table. For your variable, first column will be of your variable. Second, you can write the T statistic value. Next, the degrees of freedom, and next will be the P value. So all these values you are getting in the output of the T test. That only you need to report there, and you can mention this thing that using the R programming, these things or these results you have received or got. And always we are having the codes available with us. If suppose in future the reviewer or the journal are asking you to send the code and something, that you can send and they can check that. So there is no big thing. Only thing is that you need to know how to report your results. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so friends, I think this is all from my side in this 10 days FDP. I apologize if maybe I have been little harsh to you, and 2 times I think I have changed the timings also. So I apologize for the same, but I think it was nice association with all of you, and I tried my best to deliver the things in this FDP. So thank you so much for your patience, listening and learning along with me. And I hope we'll meet in the future also and connect with some other things, right? So thank you so much. This is all from my side. Now the platform is open for questions and answers. So if you're having any questions, you can ask me. Yes.
Ma'am, this is not question as such. I would love to give the feedback because I truly enjoyed learning R from you basically, because I made twice or thrice an attempt to learn R. And through NIT Warangal, I attended some session, but somewhere I was always disconnected. I wasn't practicing, or probably the session was too lengthy, or whatever, come what may. At the end of the day, this time I was comfortable. So I'm very happy that you have given us a hands-on experience for learning, and you have corrected our mistakes then and there itself. You were very patient, ma'am. So we should thank you seriously for being so helpful to all of us. Thank you, ma'am.
so much,
And I
Soumya.
started following you on YouTube as well.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. Any other question?
Madam Parimal sir, Parimal here, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, still, I also enjoyed listening from you, ma'am, actually, this particular FTP. I have a particular request and to ask you, like, actually, because in
I
one
think your voice
university,
is
basically.
little.
Okay, ma'am, can you hear me now?
I think yes, yes. Please say.
Yes, ma'am. So actually, ma'am, what happened, ma'am? Actually, basically, I'm teaching in a university, so we have basically, I am from zoology background.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, ma'am. I basically deal with the ecology and wildlife population monitoring and all. So we have BSc in zoology courses. So this time I have like kept. Previously, I haven't kept this R because I always fear about the R programming and all. But I felt that this R programming is very convenient to use rather than using some other sophisticated tools, like, because in PhD time also I have used SPSS. But SPSS gives you good output, but it's very difficult to learn the SPSS. But right here you have to know the syntax. What are the things you have to? So in any by any chance, ma'am, do you provide any offline like workshops in any universities if we approach you or your foundation, ma'am?
If I get
Just
invitation from the universities and all, sir, I definitely go there, because I think
okay.
I belong to Indore itself, so I am getting so many what I can say, the invitations from the Indore institutes and the different universities. So I go there. Recently, I got one
Yes, ma'am.
invitation from the Bhopal, but that will be for the month of July. So it is not like I'm
Yes.
not coming. I can visit if I get the invitation, and accordingly what I need to deliver.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. We will going to plan accordingly. If your foundation agrees, and we will try to communicate over this, ma'am.
Definitely, definitely, sir. Yes. Anything else? Can I ask you to switch on your cameras so that I can see those who are comfortable? Not it is like that I'm not forcing to anyone. If you are comfortable. Okay, I can see Kavita ma'am, Soumya ma'am. Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. Hello, Vivek sir. Vivek sir, I think I have seen you somewhere else also. We have met during the online sessions. Is it? I think we cannot hear you, sir. You need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, ma'am, this is the third session that I have attended with you. The first one was Advanced Excel, and then SPSS, and also Jamovi.
Okay, that's great. Means all three softwares I have tried to explain you. That's great.
Yeah, and in fact, I have done a bit of R previously also. So this was like a refresher course for me.
Fine, that's great. Probably soon I'm coming with the multivariate analysis also. I had
Okay.
word with Ajay Jain sir, the RFI, the main, what I can say, the pillar of RFI. So I communicated him that probably I'll coming with the multivariate analysis also, because since almost 3-4 years I'm taking the very means statistical tests which are like till regression. But now I think it is a need where people are looking for the multivariate analysis, right? So probably I'm coming with that factor analysis and all. So soon you will get the information of that also.
Okay. Hope to see you
Definitely,
with
ma'am.
that.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
Yes. We want to join next session also with you. This is my first session.
Okay, Kavita ma'am.
Yes,
From
ma'am.
where you are, Kavita ma'am? I think we haven't done
Kushetra,
any.
Haryana. Haryana, ma'am. Kushetra.
Haryana. Okay, that's
Yes,
great. Aparna ma'am, you belong to which place?
From Pune.
From Pune. Okay. And you are you are working with, you are working with,
I work at Flame University. I'm a professor there.
okay. Your accent is very professional, ma'am.
I want to say something about Aparna ma'am also.
Okay.
Ma'am, you are very fast in doing
Oh,
calculation.
seriously. Ma'am is very quick, seriously.
Yes, ma'am.
Even I admit this. Ma'am is very quick. Ma'am's learning or grasping is very good.
I'm familiar with the statistics, so it's R that is new to
Okay,
me.
that is why. That is why.
So yeah.
That's great. Okay, Cyrus, sir, what about you? You belongs to?
Same. We work at the same university. Professor Charita, Professor Aparna, and I, we work at Flame University in
Okay,
Pune.
that's great. That's great. So 3 people are from the same university.
Yes.
Okay, fine. It's nice to meet you all through the online platform.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so I think we can end up the session at a note that probably this, whatever people have learned, now you will implement in your research, right?
Yes,
ma'am.
Cool.
So thank you, everyone. Good night. Take care. Yeah, good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much,
And we
everyone.
will meet again very soon, ma'am. Just organize some more sophisticated ones, ma'am, with using R. Then we'll meet again.
Definitely, sir. Yes. Thank you so much, Parimal sir, and everyone, those who attended these sessions. So I think we are
Okay,
done
madam.
for the day. Probably we are meeting in the future, maybe through online or offline modes. Thank you, everyone.
Ma'am, can you share your email over our WhatsApp group? And I think like this WhatsApp group will be remain like as intact. It won't be dispersed, ma'am, so that we can communicate and we can also like share our things like.
Usually,
discuss
usually RFI keeps the WhatsApp group as it is.
Okay, madam.
Yeah. So I think I've shared my mail ID here in the chat in this meeting. You can find from here, or maybe I can communicate you through the WhatsApp also.
Okay, madam.
Yeah. Okay, friends. So good night. Take care, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye, everyone.
Good night, ma'am.
Yeah. Good night. Good night, ma'am. So, Yogra sir, over to you. We are done for the day. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.